Hi guys, welcome to another beautiful day, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the first episode of our podcast. Now, just like we explained in the introductory episode, we said that this podcast is going to be a place where we are going to be talking about different scenarios, life scenarios. We are going to be talking about relationships. We are going to be talking about a lot of things, right? And so today we have a very, very controversial and juicy topic to discuss. And of course, I can't do it alone. I have two beautiful, I'm sure I can use beautiful for a guy, right? I have a beautiful and a handsome person. No person, people, two people, yeah, people. With me here, and one of them is an educator. The lady is an educator, and I'll bring her up so that she can be able to explain more about what she does. And the second person is an entrepreneur, so he's also going to be explaining one or two things about himself. Now, let's go back to the topic for the day. We are going to be talking about a topic that has a lot of friction whenever it has been mentioned. A lot of people, first of all, try to this topic, I can't talk about it. But it took me, I had to cross 7 rivers and 7 miles for me to be able to get these people to come here to talk about this topic today. So without further ado, please make welcome. Or before then, let me tell you the topic. So the topic for today is Misconception of Feminism. Yeah, feminism. Also, all the feminists in the house. So let's gather around and let's know if your ideology about feminism, if it's actually what it's supposed to be, or you're just identifying with what you don't know about. So let's go and welcome our beautiful lady. Ladies first now, so I have to introduce the lady first. Her name is Chioma Obiako, and she is an educationist. Chioma, it's so nice to have you here with us today. Welcome to our first episode of Let's Talk with Glow.
Thank you very much.
Gloria. You're looking wow. Blue, your blue is giving.
Wow.
It's giving, gosh. Well, so tell us about yourself. Tell us a little about yourself.
My name is Chioma Obiaku. I am an educator. I teach. Basically, I also tutor fashion designing. I'm also a fashion designer too.
Wow.
So I'm an entrepreneur. I have other things I do. I am a farmer too.
Sorry, let me see your hand. Let me.
Yes.
I'm trying to see the hand that she's using to do the farming. But
all these farmers. Your look.
All right, so Chioma, it's so nice to have you here.
Same
Welcome
here,
to the
dear.
show.
Same here.
Okay, so let's move to the emperor, the conqueror, the lion is here. Let's move to the guy, the entrepreneur. He is. No, I don't need to introduce him. Let's make way for Nnamdi Izogu. Hi, Nnamdi.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, and good night. Like my sister said, my name is Comrade Izora Nnamdi.
Comrade.
Yes,
Sorry, sir.
from Anambra State, and Nando to be precise.
Nando.
Yes. I'm a business developer. Yes, I'm a business developer and an entrepreneur. I'm into media and marketing consultancy.
Wow.
And that is part of the things I do.
Okay.
Perhaps I'm equally an educator. I'm a teacher by vocation, not by profession. I love teaching.
Two teachers here.
I love teaching. I've actually taught in some institutions, both primary and
really?
secondary. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
What did you teach?
I taught further mathematics. I taught mathematics.
Should I bring
taught
down my hand?
government and even economics.
I should just hang it.
No, bring it up. Bring it up. So I'm happy to be here. I'm very much delighted to be here. First of all, before we proceed, I would like to appreciate my sister for bringing us such concept. I was very, very overwhelmed when she called me on phone like 2 weeks ago, and she brought about this program. I was like, wow, this is a very nice initiative, and I would like to be a part of it. Because like a popular singer, Michael Jackson, will always say, you're the one to make it a better place. So the reason why we are existing, the reason why God created us is for us to help God to perfect humanity.
Sure.
So how do we do that? By making impact in one way or the other. You don't have to be a pastor. You don't have to be a native doctor. You don't have to be a bishop. You don't have to be a governor to make an impact. wherever you
True
are,
that.
you have to make an impact. So I
Yeah.
commend you for this, and I pray that the
Thank
good Lord
you.
is going to take you far. So once again,
Amen.
my name is Comrade Izora Nnamdi.
Thank you so
I
much.
stay in Lagos.
Why are you advertising yourself?
It is what it is. Oh.
So I gave him 1 minute to introduce himself. He took 5 minutes. No comments, no further comments. Okay, so let's dive directly into the topic of the day: misconception of feminism. So when you talk about feminism, we have a lot of people that tend to defend or describe feminism in different ways. You can see a lady, are you a feminist? Oh, I'm a feminist. Okay, so what do you understand by the word feminist or feminism? And then she goes, a lot of things. And then you can ask somebody else, and the person is telling you an entirely different thing. So I want us to, talk about it. What is feminism? Do we actually have misconceptions of feminism? Is it particular to just Nigeria? Is it a general thing? What do you think brought about it? So let's take it step by step. So Chama, what do you understand by feminism, the concept of feminism? What is it all about?
Well, feminism primarily is it's a fight for the equal rights and opportunity of women.
Okay.
So basically, there's nothing adding to that. It's just women coming out to say we need our rights too. I mean, animals have rights, so why won't women have their own rights too?
Yeah, that's true. So, Nnamdi, what do you think? Concept of feminism, what's it all about?
All right. According to Wikipedia, feminism is a socio-political movement that is aimed at defining and establishing the political, economic, personal, and social rights of the both gender. That is what feminism is all about.
Sorry, take that again.
Wikipedia. Okay, come. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
I said according to Wikipedia.
Okay.
Feminism is a socio-political movement that is aimed at defining and establishing the economic, political, personal, and social rights of the both sex.
So not just the ladies.
Yes.
Wow.
That is what feminism is all about.
Wow. I think a lot of us are just hearing that today.
We learn every day.
Sure.
And, over the years, like in the late 18th century, and a number of feminists have led some campaign that is trying to include women because they felt that women are not actually included in some activity that goes on in society. They were opinion that women should be allowed to vote.
Yeah.
They should equally have the right to ownership of properties, and they should equally have the platform to exercise equal rights in the family.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So the nucleus of all this feminism is just about to include the both sex in the socio-political, economic activities that goes on in the society.
Okay.
You understand? Feminism is a part of humanism.
Yeah, of course.
You understand?
But
the reason why, like I told you, and the reason why I love this topic is that there is a lot of misconception about what feminism in Nigeria and even beyond. You understand? Most times when you hear about the word feminism, when a woman say I'm a feminist, sometimes men try to misunderstand it, and even women tend to misunderstand it. They feel like you are a feminist, you're trying to drag equal rights with men, you are trying to fight us, you are trying to do all those things. But for me, I believe that the era those days, the 18th century, and now is no longer the same thing. If you look at not just Nigeria, globally, women have been given a lot of privilege and opportunity to exercise equality of rights, not just politically, economically, even business-wise. Okay. But narrowing it down to Nigeria, I believe we have a long way to go. Because number one, we need to understand the main concept of the word feminism. You understand?
Okay, so basically you're saying that people that have the notion that feminism is something that is beneficial only to the female gender, they are entirely wrong.
Not entirely, to an extent.
Okay, to an extent.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree with him too.
Okay.
Because, with the way feminism are being perceived, or the word feminism is being perceived. You know, there's this misconception that when you hear the word feminism, it's about man bashing, fighting men, hating men, you know, trying to drag his supremacy. The man is more than the woman and the rest of it.
Yeah.
But far from it, it's not that. Actually, it's misandry. And you know, if we
Come again? You said what?
I said it's misandry.
Okay.
So, if we go deep into what feminism is all about, this is women. You know, before we became women, we are humans first.
Of course.
And everyone has an ambition, what they want to do, what they aspire to do. We are not just relegated to be just women, be in the kitchen, cook, take care of children and all of that. You know, we women have other aspirations, what we want to do in life. And though a lot of things is now changing towards women, because I now see women handling positions that they don't used to handle before our mother's time,
Of
you
course,
know.
yes.
But now things has changed. But the question
I have a
is,
reservation for that anyway.
the question is, we women, I know we have pseudo feminists, the fake feminists that take this matter too far, like they are always
As the radical feminist.
You know, I'm counting
Radical
it.
feminism.
One is Misandry.
yes,
The other one is pseudo what?
feminists.
So you help us.
Not studio, actually.
Pseudo. I said okay, so you are going to help us, explain those two terms. but-
Actually, I already did that.
Oh,
Misandry
okay.
is man hating, like I think that should be the layman understanding
of
to
it.
it.
Okay.
Then pseudo feminists are fake feminists that are not grounded
In the roots
in
of-
what feminism is all about. So when you call feminists, they are like,
They want to
power to the women,
identify.
you want to, all those
Yeah.
stuff, and they're like, it's not just about that. Like there's something Nandi said that I agree with. Yes, it involves both the man and the woman. Now, why I said so, it's imagine
Justice for men.
imagine women taking up responsibilities, just like we take up. We are advocating for equal rights, right? So now equal rights also involves responsibilities. You know, there's this thing that goes around men that we don't really discuss: the societal pressure in men.
My sister, God bless you. The pressure is too much.
You know, for success.
Awkward over.
The man is everywhere. You want the man to do this. A fender is everything. But you know, when you include women in creative stores, in doing things, it's a lesser burden. You know, it's an opportunity for our own men, our own sons to
live
be
longer.
vulnerable.
Okay.
To really feel okay. Yes, they are humans. You can actually relax.
So we cannot use that word for them again. Be a man. You know, when guys are going through a lot of things,
I mean, they are humans.
be a man.
You
Would you cry? Be a man.
Actually,
Be a man.
in the society, anyways.
So the society has a lot of pressure, but the men are actually not seeing this that is in their favor. Because if they are actually seeing it in their favor, they would support their daughters.
Men.
Some men.
Thank you.
Some men. I'm not actually saying, I'm not generalizing some men.
Okay.
So they will actually see that it is even, we are actually helping them even for their own good. You know, when you are doing things, you are fending for the family, and your wife or your sisters can actually go out and do something creatively. They have the rights you do have. Your responsibility reduces.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I have something to say. Sorry
Okay.
for cutting short anyways. You made mention of the fact that during the days of our mothers and our fathers, that women were not permitted to do what?
I mean that during the
Remind
days
me.
of our parents,
Okay.
there are kind of rights our mothers do not have, and there are opportunities they never had.
Could you give me a practical example of that?
First,
Because I'm trying to head somewhere now. Sorry for cutting you short. You know, if you study the etymology of the word feminism and where it came from, it's actually from the West.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, it
And
is.
if you, sorry for deviating, but I have to bring up something now so we can have a soft landing here. If you study the culture of our society in pre-colonial, you'll understand that to an extent, women had a plight in our society. To a very large extent.
to some extent.
To a very large extent, and vice versa.
How?
I'm coming.
Large extent, some
To a
extent.
very large extent.
No extent.
I'm coming.
Okay.
Okay. If you study the society of the Britain, their society is patriarchal in nature.
Is what?
Patriarchal in nature. It's a
Okay.
traditional society.
Yes.
In the sense that men are superior
Sure.
to what? Women. Even their God is a man.
What's that God?
Did you say men are superior?
Yes.
Where?
In where?
In the British.
The
traditional
British
society.
that had a
Queen,
woman as.
Calm
as
down. Calm down. You can make a findings.
No, you
I'm
have
heading
to
somewhere.
like let's understand.
I'm heading somewhere. If
Okay.
you want me to, I will deviate and digress comfortably.
No, please stay on course.
You understand?
Thank you.
So I want to correct an impression here.
Okay.
Because those days in our society, women had plight. For example, if you come to the Igbo pre-colonial, we have the Umuanda in our society.
Yeah.
And I would like us to remember the fact that there is a gender role in this feminism. That's what we call what? Gender what? Role. It is just like a set of behavioral role that is generally accepted by a particular people. And it varies by ethnicity and vice versa. Let me give you an example now. When I was much younger, those days in the village, my mother would tell me, say, but a woman is not permitted to do that. Right? Because we believe that it is a gender role for a man to go to a Jabatanko.
For the
For
basis
when?
of people
When?
that don't
When?
understand
When?
what
I'm
say
sorry,
it in
I'm
English.
sorry.
I'm
I'm an Igbo man, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so explain.
Let me rephrase.
Okay.
Now, besides, in Boziki, no, but you also a broken bottle.
Me fatality.
In fact, we have to contact the queen to put it in the dictionary. So I'm sorry. What I'm trying to say is that there is a gender role. We are not here to cite the men or the women.
Sure.
We are here to educate. We are here to teach. We are here to learn and to unlearn.
Of course.
We want to reorient. Kaita color this case. Because women will say, I'm a feminist. Whereas she doesn't know the meaning of a feminist.
True that.
You guys have failed the girl child, number one. I'm digressing
Sorry,
now.
who's the guys?
The feminists.
I beg to
The
differ.
so-called Nigerian feminists. I call them indifferent feminism. Yes. Because how am I here with feminism? I'm sorry if I'm being rude. I have to be honest. Can I trash this case once and for all? But let me go back.
Okay.
There is a gender role in every society. Because we believe there are some roles a man is supposed to play. And there is a role a woman is supposed to play. Let me take, for example, in Igbo land, they will tell you that na nna bisi is in ono. Wana wani bono. Wani edozi ako.
Sorry to
Wani
cut you.
wono.
No, I'm sorry to cut you. I'm sure you know
Okay.
that feminism is not against the man being the head of the family.
It's not what I'm saying.
So what
I
are you
want
saying?
to- there was a point you made.
That's why I said that we are not fighting for supremacy
Okay.
here.
Sure.
Who is the head of the family and who is not. All we are asking for is just the right of a woman, the right that is duly.
Who is denying you that right?
Now, society has a way of denying women rights.
Okay, come on.
Now,
Educate
for
me on
example, women are there are places in Nigeria that a woman is not even allowed to have properties.
that. Places in Nigeria.
Yes.
Gender.
And you want to buy a land, like there's a way they see you have to bring a man figure before that land is being given to you. Except you have a type of connection, you have a brand that is.
Yeah, I quite agree with you, right? Because
You
I
know,
have some certain
Even
scenarios
to rent
too.
a house is a problem.
Exactly what I wanted to say.
Okay.
There are some landlords that if you go to, you want to rent a house there, and you've talked about everything, the price is not a problem, you're ready to pay. What they will ask you is, who is living in the house? And you say you. They'll tell you, okay, are you married? And you say you're not married. The next thing is, sorry, madam, I cannot give you my house.
I
Why?
once had an encounter when I was looking for a house in the mainland. The man is even a professor. I'm sorry. The man told me that, Nnamdi, you have to be a married man before I can give you my house.
Okay. So there are
So
stereotypes.
it varies. To me, some of them are naive. It's a level of exposure. You want to go? So we shouldn't try to generalize it.
We're not
No,
generalizing.
generalizing.
Because I'm equally a victim.
We're not generalizing.
Any small
We are-
thing,
we are
women will
not
be like,
discussing about the.
No, it's more like a discussion
I
here.
know.
Of
But
course,
I don't
so
like us to be too sentimental here.
we are
I'm
not being sentimental.
We are not being sentimental.
We are not being
The issue,
sentimental at
the issue
all.
here is a misconception
Yes.
around feminism.
Exactly, and that's what we are trying to tackle.
Yes.
Then-
So do you believe that
Okay.
there are actually misconceptions? Do you actually believe that there are misconceptions?
Yes.
Who is responsible for that misconception?
Okay, the society.
The society is everybody. So who exactly?
The
Can
society.
you pinpoint? You and I are society.
We are part of the society.
Exactly. So you meaning that?
And okay, go on.
Please go ahead. So it doesn't mean that is every single one of us that is at fault here.
Okay, not everyone. Okay, let me just give an example. Sometimes we hear of a word, feminism, without trying to go and study the meaning of that word. Not just feminism, any other word. So I believe it's actually therefore because ignorance is not an excuse. Some people will come across a particular word. Instead of them to go and study about it, they will just give it a general meaning based on what they perceive to be true, or based on what they think about that. So if you don't know the meaning of feminism, the true meaning of feminism, I urge you to go and make a proper findings about feminism. But the reason why I said that the society as a whole is that we are part of the society. You understand? If actually something is going wrong, what impact have we made to correct those things? And that is why we are here. So I don't want us to apportion blame on anybody. Yes.
You were the one pointing fingers just a few seconds ago.
Actually, from what you said.
Yeah.
No, you're asking me a question.
Okay.
But I wouldn't like to limit that answer to a particular context. I can't just say that I failed or you failed. Every one of us failed.
So
Okay.
I will point my own to the family.
Okay.
The family is a unit, and everybody came from that unit.
Okay.
The whole presidents, governors, and the rest of the people you see outside the world all came from a family, and everybody came with an orientation from there. So the reason why I'm saying family is because the way you train your child matters, and what you instill in that child also matters. Both girl, both boy. Like I've seen families where the family carries the whole kit along when it comes to duties and responsibilities. Nobody is small, nobody is the elder, everybody does their work accordingly. Now I've seen a family where as a male child you are not even allowed to lift a pin.
Yes.
The female child in that family would bear the responsibility of taking the domestic chores. You see, all these things, you think they are nothing, but it goes a long way in shaping a child. It goes a long way in making them become who they are. So our family in fact, I would say our families are to be blamed, because anything we see in the outside world, all the rubbish we are seeing today, with the way the youths are acting towards life, a lot of it has to do with background, family, and the rest of it.
You have a point. Because to a large extent, it is our environment that determines our social consciousness. And in that environment, you have the family, you have the peer group, you have the church, and some other aspects of the environment. So I believe that the family has a major role to play.
Yeah.
Just like you said. Earlier on today, I made a post on my WhatsApp. So I was like, do you believe that washing of clothes or washing of plates and cooking utensils is basically made for female? So some people was like, yes, no. But the fact is that you don't have to push washing of clothes or washing of plates to the female gender, because the male gender will suffer. And tomorrow, he or she will get married and the wife will suffer.
Yeah.
You understand? When I was much younger, when I started cooking when I was 8 years.
Cook. What do you cook?
I can cook anything.
Anything is nothing. What do you
You can't even compare with me.
Excuse
Wow.
you.
So,
Excuse me. Can you
I have to be
imagine?
honest with you, because the way I was brought up, the first soup I cooked was nsala. When I was 8 years.
No, the
Let me
invite
go
us to come
ask.
and eat.
You understand?
When are you cooking?
Maybe sometime next week. I'm going to invite the both of you.
Okay.
So I believe that it is the collective responsibility of our family to nurture our children.
So would you say that people actually take it upon themselves to bring about this misconception? Do people actually derive joy in spreading this misconceptive ideologies to
Most
people?
do that now.
Like they know that
They know.
it is not what it
Yes.
is.
Not all that knows. You
Most
said,
people
you said
know.
something.
Most people know.
Sometimes it's ignorance.
They know what they're doing. Nigerians,
It's not a general thing. Because just like you said, you said that not everybody understands it.
Yes.
So it's possible that this person does not even know what he or she is preaching.
true.
But because one influencer or one person said, then they push it up
Appealing
and
to-
start.
Yes.
And once you have a wide reach, some people don't even want to vet what you're saying.
Yes,
They just
right.
anything you tell them there, they just pick it up.
Follow.
So
Follow.
are you saying that people intentionally do this, or it's more like a 50-50 thing? What do you think, Choma?
Okay.
I won't say it's intentional. What you don't know is bigger than you. So the truth is, ignorance plays a big ball game here. A lot of us women do not even know what we even stand for. Even if we decide to even go deep, some of us women don't even know our rights. So even this right we're all fighting for.
Do you have rights in Nigeria? It's a question,
talking
an honest
anything.
question.
I didn't hear anything.
Well,
What did you say?
well, constitutionally
I
we
never,
have
I never
rights.
chopped belly full. Can I leave me?
Eho Efero Konkaro.
Comrade.
I don't wash and wait pilot wash.
Well, constitutionally we have rights. Women have rights. You see, the thing here is, I would say ignorance plays a whole lot here. And would I say I blame them? I don't know if to blame them or not, because our society as a whole, the way we are talking now and everybody's listening to us, what we might be saying might actually be true or not. But nobody goes back to really sit and really to make findings.
Research.
So it's just like these things that happens now in our religious world. Anything that's been said in the pulpit, it's from my pastor. We take it with our full chest.
I wanted to say something, but let me not say it.
Come on, say it.
Just go ahead.
We take it our full chest. So somebody will say something, maybe from your friends and the rest of it, and they stand by such words.
Yeah.
So ignorance has a role it plays in this.
Okay.
And I don't know. Just like I said, I still stand that our family orientation is also a big problem in this feminism and the rest of it, because the truth is, I've seen families where the parents instill in that, when you train a girl child, she should strive to make ends meet for herself. She's not depending on anybody. Have you seen how those girl child turn out to be? Nobody is waiting for one man somewhere to come and buy this for her or do this for her. They see men as the sole provider, their God that will do everything. Now, if you watch, let's come back to African setting. It is, if you check in most families, the first thing you see them orientating a girl child, especially when the child wants to go to school and become something in life, or maybe the child has left school and is trying to save money. Now imagine when you want to buy a car, you hear things like, you want to buy a car. You buy a car, no man will see you. It's always makes man as
once
to
you
go.
buy a car as a lady, a single lady, that men get intimidated.
Okay.
That they will not want to come because they feel you don't have a
Some
Even
inferior men, anyways.
No, but that's what
some
a lot.
inferior
No,
men.
a lot of people say
I
that.
love successful ladies.
A lot of they will be like, even if you as a guy are in the setting where they're discussing this and you say this thing you said, they'll tell you that it's because you don't need to hustle for yourself. That's why you want a lady that.
So this is why you say,
hold on. Let me
you see
correct
where
that
the ignorance
impression.
comes in.
Thank you. I want to say something. That is low self-esteem. As a man, you are feeling intimidated because the lady bought a car. You bought a man. You have low self-esteem. I don't see the reason why a man should be intimidated. That one not be now enviness.
I mean,
Let's call a spade a
A
spade.
lot of them.
Okay,
I've
there-
met some in my
It is
life.
lack of exposure. Number one, because I grew up I grew up in several places. So my orientation, oh my God, there are some places I spend some part of my life there. It will be like, if you see a woman that is driving a car on her back, she's a prostitute.
I tell you.
Do you know why? Because they are what? Naive. They are not what? Exposed. You understand? That is why they feel that a woman cannot make money to fend for
Some
herself.
exposed people
And
too.
they are naive. Even if you are a professor, you are not beyond being naive, man.
True. It's not about
Anybody
you
can be
being
naive.
educated.
And then
Yes.
secondly, Kita, there is a role that our family should play on this.
Okay.
When I was much younger, those days, the girl will tell you, no, when I get married, my husband will do this, my husband will do that. I keep saying that we have failed, not just our family, you and I, we are inclusive. We have failed to instill the right knowledge to the girl child. So why can't we make a girl child to understand that she can be independent? Oh, Wani Bokonji Wala, Chimamanda, Alakeja. We have many of them in Nigeria and beyond. So as a woman, you can be independent. As a woman, you can be a creator of wealth. As a woman, but look at the mentality when I get married. And let me tell you, no man values a liability. Forget that.
Especially
yes.
modern men
yes,
now.
So what do you say?
Forget that sentiment.
What do you say about men that they go out of their way to actually get married to these ladies that actually know what they want to achieve, and they're working towards it. And the next thing, let's say the guy is a multi-billionaire or something, and when he marries, he'll be like, you're going to sit in the house, so I'm making enough money for the two of us. Take care of the children. Sit down in the house. I will give you anything you want. What do you say about people like that?
Well, what I have to say about it is that it's not actually appropriate.
Okay.
But there is something that we fail to understand, or we fail to, try to harness anytime we're in a relationship. We have been carried away by love and emotion.
No,
calm down.
It's not.
I'm coming.
Okay.
If you're into a relationship with them, you should be able to examine the person's intellectual horizon and exposure.
Mm-hmm.
But most of them are carried away by love. He will change. She will change. They can never change. If you are dating someone, you should be able to ascertain the person's mental capacity.
Are you saying people don't
to
change?
know that if I'm coming,
Okay.
know that if your ideology are compatible, because you should marry someone that share similar ideology and someone that should encourage you to achieve your dream. I believe that some men can disguise, but if you date any man or any woman, not supposed to get personal, everything will be fuck. Come on, baby, take me to the moon, baby. No, it's beyond that.
What of the sun? Maybe they go sun.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. No. There is more to that, and
there's more to
I don't see the reason why a man shouldn't support his wife. What if that person is your sister? How will you feel?
And the truth is, it's not even
But
just about
in as
money.
much as I know, normally, most times women get carried away whenever you give them power. I'm sorry.
Everybody gets carried
Mostly
away,
women.
and that's not
I'm
everybody.
telling you out
Some
of experience.
people,
So, but in as much
really,
as the
it's
fact
somebody
that
like Okonjo Iweala are carried away.
no, I didn't mention.
No, you
her name.
don't say women
I
in
say
general.
from my experiences so far, at least Abogon politics.
But when
Not
she was
all
saying,
women.
you corrected her notion that it's
Uh-huh.
No, I didn't
now
say.
it's your own
I didn't
turn.
say.
You don't want
No, I
to
didn't say
correct.
all.
This is what you're talking about.
I didn't say all.
This is what you're talking about.
On you go camera.
Yeah, and go on it.
Wait, camera. I go.
I don't understand.
Okay.
I don't understand.
You won't understand. Let me take you to the moon now. So
I don't want to go.
what I was saying is that, as a man, you should be able to support your wife. You understand? And as a woman, you have to be submissive to your husband.
Nnamdi,
Then, okay.
the truth is, a man that would see a woman, let's maintain this energy. You see a woman that does not, that she's ambitious. You married her, you saw her, and I'm sure that was even what attracted you to her.
Okay.
And she wants to do something for her life and the rest of it, and you cannot tell her, you will sit down at home. No, now. No. I know there are women out there that want to eat your money and they don't want to work. Why not go with those women? Why would you just carry somebody's daughter? And this is not even about money, women looking for money. This is about living a fulfilled life.
Yes.
I used to tell some of my students that, you see, in life, you can be a model to people you would not know.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
I know few times I have students that have tutored, there's a particular case I had with one of my, another student anyway. So we had challenges with her and the rest of it, but at some point she started doing well. One day there was a statement she made to me and she was like, Miss Choma, In fact, I thank God for you. I thank God for using you to help me. In fact, you know, she didn't pay me to really do that work. I don't even know if the amount of money I gained from you was enough. But that day, if I had been teaching, that day was the day I felt so fulfilled. Because in my heart, I was like, what if I didn't teach? Would this girl get help? Do you understand? So sometimes in life, it's not even about anybody can be a help to anybody. And you limiting that person, you are already cutting somebody's means or destiny.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
You've killed a lot of chain that is supposed to connect to that person. So it goes a long way. It's not just
wherever you are watching us, support your wife because
yes, very important.
Very important.
And if you know
and
that
you as a woman support your
if
husband.
you know you're the kind of person.
That's why we are talking about.
No, it's a general thing.
No. Since where we start, we never talk about men. Justice for the men. No, let's come back.
I don't understand.
This
is a general thing.
No.
The one that just said now that feminism is for the both genders.
Let's come back. We don't emphasize more about women here.
No, have you ever seen a woman that wants to marry a man and tell the man, oh yeah, Mr. A, you're going to sit in the house and take care of the children?
No, it's not in that context.
Okay, so what context?
In the context is in the definition of that feminism.
Okay, how do you?
We should try to carry the
I want
gender.
to tell us, how do we women support women?
Yeah, support us emotionally.
Don't be vague.
Excuse me.
Don't be
As
vague.
a man, I need the emotional support.
Let him talk.
I need the moral support.
Let him talk.
Financial support if need be.
Okay.
And even psychological support.
Okay.
And vice versa. Ndị Igbo sị na aka nri kwa aka ekpe kwa aka nri. You
I
understand?
like the fact you said vice versa. So it's
Vice
also
versa.
equally expected
You
for men
understand?
to do the same.
And most times men we pass through a lot.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Where's Hanky?
So sorry.
Hanky, sorry.
Because I want to drink takamaka.
After this show.
Takamaka. No, actually we pass a lot, and the society has blackmailed us. The society made us to understand that we cannot cry.
Yeah, be a man.
Most times men are passing through a lot. Okay, look at today. I came to my WhatsApp. I was saying Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day.
Today?
Since this year.
Today.
Today is
Women don't celebrate Mother's Day more than 10 times this year. Any day. In fact, I don't verse.
Oh, Chuku.
I don't verse.
Happy Father's Day.
I don't verse. Hey, I don't verse. Wait. No. Justice for the men. Other no man.
Happy Men's Day.
Why the men
But,
die?
you know,
Why
you
no? Wait. You are trying to cut me short.
No,
What am I saying?
I don't. Wait. Why do men die young?
Well, because they don't.
Don't answer me.
Wait, how will you ask the question and answer the question?
I must least allow me to express myself.
Express now.
Let me read that. Okay, look at the point now. Yeah, men are passing through a lot, and most times women are very cunning and very around.
How?
Any small thing they go begin to cry. You go be like say the man don't do it. But now the woman and the customer.
Why are you pointing at me?
Una follow.
Are you marrying me?
I wonder. Are you dating me?
You dey do am.
I'm
Any
a
small
very
thing.
good
You are
person.
shouting
I
at
don't
me.
do all those things.
But you are doing worse than that thing.
No. We are not like
Don't
that.
do
So
that.
Some people.
I am not. I am being particular. Unu na abo.
Now they are
Two of
taking
you.
it
I don't
personal.
understand.
I'm taking it personal.
Are you in our relationship?
Justice for the men. All you go too much. What is this?
But now they are supported you.
Don't stop. No. I want to say my point. If you come, body go too much. What is this? Huh?
I actually share your plight.
Imagine.
Do you understand?
Okay,
That's
wait
the reason
now.
why we are
If
actually
they want to do
saying-
wedding, man go sponsor 95%.
But
Not
it's
all
always
the
like
time.
that.
It is always like that.
It's
In
not always
statistics.
like that.
It's not true. It's
Eh?
not
Always like that.
No.
Do you know how many women?
Everything and
It's not true.
woman
It's not
get
true.
men
These
can.
days-
And the woman will tell you,
remember
look
I'm a
at
host.
what we
Remember
say.
I'm a
And
host. I
so
host
I'm your
weddings.
guest.
I host
Come on,
weddings.
I'm
No,
your
I'm
guest.
talking of
Wait,
weddings.
can Kusi go to first?
Hey.
You will go Mchalo.
Ah.
I don't forget what I want to talk. You carry to Abi, you don't go work.
Namdi.
Wait,
Namdi.
make I drink water. You go
Namdi.
work.
Forget.
Oh my God. See, now be calming down.
Wait, I
Calm
don't
down.
wait.
Leave my hands now. Leave my
Leave her
hands.
hand alone.
Nah, polarity. So the point is that we should take it easy on the both sex, and we should try to encourage each other.
Yeah.
You understand? As I made mention about gender role, whether you believe it or not, there is a duty that is generally assigned to a woman and a man, vice versa, because a woman is created to do what a woman can do and what a man cannot do. And a man is created to do what a man can do and what a woman cannot do. We have to complement each other. That's the reason why, that was the reason why the Almighty created the both gender.
Yeah.
But like I said earlier, the existence of good brings evil.
Okay. So,
and the both works in pari passu. More on the Latin. Can so Igbo?
okay, at least your school fees no.
Come on, you know.
Okay, so our last question for this episode.
Last? We never even started. They talk about last.
Episode.
I get messages to talk.
Please wait.
You know how much why I pay come here?
No, pity people data now.
Pity waiting. Data. You made me to have sleepless nights.
We'll come back for it.
After
No worry, we'll get sponsors. So when we get sponsors,
waiting.
You know, feminism as
my
a
body.
topic is broad.
it's really broad.
It's
That's why I
broad,
said
so
for
it's not
this
something
episode.
Anger dey my body.
Get anybody will break your heart.
What?
Just
Sorry, waiting.
hug me.
I should hug you.
Why should she hug you?
We have to complement each other. I said it earlier. Compliment me now.
But you just said her
We
relationship.
have to compliment. So when hug
and hug the person at home.
who is that?
Anybody you see in your house, if it's your neighbor, hug your neighbor. Thank you. So
Justice
our
for the
last
men.
question for
Justice for
this
the men.
episode.
I have my own question.
No. Are you the host or me? I don't understand. So the misconceptions right now.
You have to
Misconceptions.
complain. If you go any Okumakiano, yes, that is feminism.
Why are you giving him
I gave
everything?
you all.
Yes.
And you're taking it wholeheartedly. She gave you all.
No, thank you.
I don't forget say their life.
Are you done? Cut. Your people will see you today. That you're coming here to do 1 or 2 things.
Disclaimer. Before they
Wait till before the water.
Wahala. All right, so
my love.
Wow.
do you people want us to ask the last question
I
or
want to
not?
be seduced by your love.
Please.
My libido. Hey, come on. Huh? Yeah, yes, libido. It's part of feminism. Yeah, libido.
Last question for this episode.
Okay.
What do you think we as individuals, not the society at large now, what do you think we as individuals can actually do to start to combat these misconceptions? I don't know if you get my question.
Yeah, I get your question.
Yeah, so who's going?
Let me go first.
Okay.
So first of all, a proper orientation should start from the family. For your girl child, just like we said, there should be a proper orientation. Teach your girl child to aspire to do well. Teach your girl child that she can do more. She can dream to do big. Teach your girl child that you don't have to depend on a man to become somebody in life.
Yeah.
You know, that orientation should matter. And you see, I don't really have a problem with young girls of 21, 22 years getting married. You know, some of them actually achieve something before getting married. But you see, there's this thing about we women rushing into marriage without properly finding ourselves, and then you still rush out. Now you are broken entering a marriage and you are going to build home, train kids from there. How do you give your children what you don't have? When your kids are supposed to see you as their role model, especially I'm talking especially to the women, because if I have my mother was a teacher, and I can remember vividly that while growing up we used to have this board at home. Like after going to school and coming back, I faced my mother as a teacher. In fact, I feared her more than the teacher in my school. And she did a wonderful role in really making us grow. I don't know, I think I got that inspiration of being a teacher from her too. So this goes along, you think it's nothing, but it goes beyond. When kids see a mother, especially we female, see your mother doing so well, you wouldn't want to go under the carpet, you wouldn't want to do below. And even if you do below, you still want to meet up to that level she is. So our family should do better. And then for the male, please help our sons to do better. it's okay for your son to cry.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have to be a man.
It doesn't have to be a man. It's okay.
They cry like cry baby.
It's okay for them to let out emotions. They are humans.
They are humans.
And
not robots.
It's okay for them to be vulnerable.
Robots.
They're not robots.
Robots.
They're not robots.
They're not robots.
Robots.
Man. They're not AIs.
Robots.
Yes.
I'm not robots.
They're not robots.
Yeah, you can't be a robot.
I can be a robot.
Yeah, you can.
But
So the
you can
pressure
be
that
robots.
comes with being a man should not be too much on the male child,
Yeah.
please. Like the life expectancy for male now is depreciating by the day, and it comes. It has, in fact, sadly, one of it, the reasons is because of the societal pressure for men to be very successful, and this is it is. I mean, before you know now, we'll go extinct.
Yeah.
So please, our family should really do a lot, and I'm even talking to the younger generation that is aspiring to be married in future. So please, let's do better. We can do better.
So let's give. I'm giving a shout out to Choma's mom, teacher Choma's mom.
Yeah,
Hey, Mama, we love you.
She did a very good job.
Yeah, she did a good job. She did a good job.
Mwah.
Don't do. Namdi.
Well, Mama's got me thinking cool.
Okay.
In the sense that I believe she said it all. Ndi was naka ni kwakebe.
Yeah.
I believe that the essence of this program, although it's going to be continuing, we are going to continue some of the time, is to be able to have a soft landing. Can I water the meaning of this feminism and how we have to channel it to
I learned a lot, actually.
You understand? Because feminism has got many fracas.
Of course.
I'm my white feminism, my radical feminism,
I'm telling you.
and my national feminism. All human nature. Person go form something, another person go spoiler. So that's all I be. So once again, I have to appreciate you for this idea. I have to appreciate you for coming. I equally have to appreciate the studio we are working with for giving us a comfortable ambience.
Corper
for us to be
Studios.
able to organize such program.
Yeah.
And I look forward to working with each and every one of you. So anywhere when I get money, able wine. If you be woman, do the right thing. If you're a man, do the right thing. Together we can make.
And if you're a man that wants to get married, and you know you want your wife to stay at home,
tell the wife on time.
please tell her on time. You people should agree. Don't go and remove somebody that would be our next.
Is even a big job.
Our next Chimamanda, and then you tell her to sit at home.
I mean,
Kole work.
That kind of thing.
Who knows if she'll be the president of
Imagine.
the world
Imagine.
someday.
So,
UN, there are a lot of things to aspire to. So thank you so much to you, Namdi, and to you, Choma, for.
please put
Thank
it,
you
comrade.
for having
Excuse me.
me.
Sorry, sir.
Comrade.
I'm sorry, sir.
God bless you.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
So thank you, comrade Namdi. Izora.
Yes.
Okay, sir. And my beautiful Choma Obiaku. Thank you so much for being here with us and for dealing with this topic. Of course, we are going to have another episode about feminism because it's a very, very broad topic that
very broad.
it touches a lot of places. So
Yeah.
we still need to talk about this some other time. So it's been a pleasure. It's just as if we should even continue, Seth. Can we just continue?
Not as much, but
We should continue.
I would like to us to
I mean, Nandi has a lot to pour.
As in,
When you work-
the guy has a job.
I don't even give me time to talk. Now they oppress me 12 now.
I know.
Next program, two man go come.
Even to,
Two man go come. For, no, I don't agree.
We don't
Two
pay me
man,
fee.
They oppress me in
They
a
will pay me
diplomatic
fee.
way.
In
In a diplomatic way. I'm going to bring a man because one can have one
bring
have
it
plus
on,
one
bring
host.
it on.
I feel bring my man go play me support me.
Oh.
Touch our boss.
No, that's it. You know the drill. You know the drill. You know how it's going.
Maybe you know another thing about this misconception. People actually think that females are the only feminists.
Yeah.
Yes.
Namdi, are you a feminist?
Yeah, I'm a feminist.
You're a feminist.
But not a radical
No,
feminist.
chill now. Based on the your description of feminism, you're a feminist.
I'm a feminist to an extent. I
Not
don't
by
divulge
to
everything.
an extent.
Yes. Oh, there,
No,
Kwara.
it's not your hair
Oh, they
or
go
your
Kwara.
hair. You cannot be looking
In fact, I don't change.
your code or
I
your
don't
horse.
be feminist. I don't be
But Nandi, I
manist.
want to ask you a question.
I'm in between.
I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Will you support your daughter to aspire to be big? Will you
Or
support
to
your wife? Will you
aspire
support
to
your
Maguire?
sisters?
Okay, first of all, I will support my daughter. Let me start with my sister. I will support my sister to aspire to be great.
Okay.
But I equally advise her to be very submissive to the husband.
But you know, submission, if you are, this
You have to be
anyway, this is
submissive.
another topic.
They
but
started
if I-
another topic.
If I enter this
They
one,
started
eh,
another
For you
topic.
to be a great woman,
if I enter this one,
I'm giving you an advice. You have to be submissive to your husband.
submission, I agree with submission, but you know, when you are
Okay.
aggressive, you don't ask for submission. Submission comes willingly.
Yes. But no, sometimes.
And this is what women actually say. You
you
don't
know,
just
empower.
shout submission,
sometimes,
and you are demanding it. Like, you make the women feel like they are controlled.
No, I understand. You know, I've met some women in life, and I believe that many women, plenty, naturally in Nigeria, women believe that men are trying to suppress them. Let me give a practical example. I was traveling on road one day with my cousin, with my brother-in-law. So, and I knew car when buy, so some things no day for the car. We passed many checking points, both custom, both immigration. Nobody disturb us. As we can't stop, one road safety, a woman, a lady, I can't remember, but she's still young. She now stopped us. So my brother-in-law come to follow him to talk. The woman come to change her for him. I can't stand up. I don't know what thing she wants. I follow her. Hi, madam, good morning. My name is Comrade Zora Namdi. Please, this is a new car, as you can see. Can you allow us to go? The woman come look me. Where did they go? She wanted me to tell her please. Because normally, when my brother-in-law approached her, he didn't say please. So she felt that we are trying to intimidate her.
That's not
Upon say we expect to them say, more custom. We don't pass custom. We don't pass immigration. But she wanted,
what I think,
because she
Nandi?
felt that naturally as a man, you want to intimidate me.
Nandi, what I think
Most
is your
women-
manner of approach.
If it was
your manner of
guy that was
approach.
there,
Eh?
would you say please?
Wait now. It was your manner of
Do
approach.
you know why I said please?
That actually
Do you know why I said
made
please?
her do
Do
what
you
she
know why I
did.
say please? Because she's a woman. If not man, they're not born. I'm not gonna say please.
Why?
I don't have to tell you please now. This is why I thought I make we just dey go because she go delay us. Why will I tell you please?
This
My
is
paper
another
dey
topic.
complete.
Another topic for
Everything.
another day.
I beg.
So is that the submission you're talking about?
Make I drink more milk. Wait.
Go ahead. You can even take my own water
Oh no,
if you
chill.
want.
Just like all this well.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And just as you could see, or you can see, that this topic, we are still going to talk more about it, okay? So thank you so much for lending us your ears. Thank you for being with us, and we appreciate you so much, okay? So till we come your way next time, till I come your way, because they may not be there the next time until the other time. Yeah, so till I come your way next time on Let's Talk with Glow, remember, be you, nobody does it better. Peace out. Do you have any Latin to say?
Answer
Please.
the microphone. 1, 2.
That is a clown.
Once again, my name is Nnamdi Zora. I like my name so much.
We have heard you.
Yes. I'll make you the ring bearer because when I will contest election, if you no vote for me,
Sorry, you cannot use my show
I don't tell
to
you.
do.
You know,
You have to pay.
but
You gotta
you are
pay,
exploiting
man.
my intellectual properties, right?
Exploiting.
Yes.
I thought we were.
I don't understand.
Feminists.
Are we not
They
here
want join
together?
together. They want feminists. See them.
No, it's women
Abeg.
supporting women.
Man supporting man. See you next time. Thank you very much. May Chukwu Kabama bless
Thank you for
everybody.
having me.
Amen.
Amen.
You say-
See
you
you.
say-
Bye.